It's my time, it looks like. The name is Amanda Densmore, 12A Trenton Terrace, the Flats, as they're called, where all of us power plant residents take up residence. The timing of this could not be more serendipitous. Not only have I got a few minutes between my shift at the plant and my shift at the garage, another feather in my cap, as it were, I don't have to worry about disturbing anyone in my domicile here, if I'm quiet enough. More about that predicament when I've determined that it's worthy of being your business. Since I have not, nor have I ever had any discernible talent, I was forced to really rack the old cerebellum to come up with something entertaining to make our brief time together worthwhile. And I became preoccupied with the memory of a little televisual bonbon, a delectable morsel that is both sweet and ridiculous and utterly addictive. It was a serial drama, a soap opera, as it were, called Pursuit of the Distant Horizon. Many of you may remember it. Many of you may not be aware of its existence. It was, I assure you, the nonpareil of the genre of detergent-based melodrama. My husband would watch it obsessively as we whiled away the afternoons together. This was some time ago. The histrionic ball is set rolling by a nocturnal indiscretion perpetuated jointly by the two protagonists, Robert Beef Wellington, jet-setting millionaire and occasional big game hunter, when such big game existed, and Vivian Trefoil, socialite and fashion icon par excellence. It was as they were watching the sun rise from aboard Wellington's yacht, the Hesperus, that my memory decided to pick up the tale. I remember it too because it was during their post-coital bliss that the mayor of Peak Valley, the happy hamlet that was the setting for the show, was arrested for indecent exposure. The scene between the two lovers as such went thusly. Vivian, I have something to say to you. If I may interject, parenthetically, this is Beef speaking. Yes, Robert? Vivian there. She eschewed the sobriquet throughout the tumultuous future relationship. Remember how I told you last night over the martinis that I was abducted by a drug cartel? Of course. And it was during the abduction that I learned a few things about myself. That I had a capacity for resilience, for one thing. Another was that Stockholm Syndrome is not a myth. But, most importantly, I discovered a great reserve of faith. Faith in myself. Faith in my instincts. What are you trying to say, Robert? I guess, Vivian. Here he laughs sheepishly, like so. Ha ha ha. I've never spent a night like the night that we just spent last night. I agree. You do? I do. I know we've barely known each other for a day, but I sense a chemistry like I've never had with another man, with another human being. Then, Vivian. Yes, Robert? I suggest that we take that leap of faith, that we pledge ourselves to each other. Robert, you don't mean... I do. Vivian, will you do me the honor of becoming my wife? You are no doubt expecting her to respond to the proposal in the affirmative. Some of you, probably a minority, are expecting a negative reply. Neither of you are correct. It was here that Vivian fainted dead away, just slumped on the floor of the deck, like a sack of potatoes. We will learn later on that this was a symptom of her peculiar nervous disorder, which we will learn more about later. The fainting itself was nothing compared to what happened when she revived, but I suppose that will be left for another day. So, as I was saying, as I... Yes, I will! I will say that it was pleasant. Shh! For one fleeting moment, to see an unwavering bond between a man and woman. Not something you see every day.